more hard statistics like that.
I'll submit a letter.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. I'm Joanna Lennon. I am the founder and executive director of Civicor, which is formerly the East Bay Conservation Corps. I'm representing the 12 local corps in California, which are in most of the major cities and many of the rural areas. I'd like all the corps members in the room who are here to stand, please. We are the largest green jobs training program. We give high school diplomas, all of us. We provide opportunities for the most vulnerable of our young people to become responsible tax-paying members of society. I'm here because we're opposing the recent Department of Finance letter that proposes to eliminate designated funding for local conservation corps. Senator Nedgley, who was my board chair for many years, and Judge Klein, who is chairman of the board of the San Francisco Corps, got us this funding in the first place way back in 1988. And so I want to just urge you that saying when you're trying to solve the bottle bill deficit, I really want to urge you to make a value-based policy decision, really recognizing the importance of corps to California communities and all of the young people who would be incarcerated or something else without us. Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for all your work.
Is I want to commend the men and women, the young men and women, particularly low-income means and also of color who are part of the California Conservation Corps, whether you're the LA Urban Corps or down in San Diego or throughout the state of California, because these are the men and women who live in my district and elsewhere who want a real opportunity to succeed in life. So I'm very concerned because if there's one theme that runs clear, is whether it's Medi-Cal cuts, whether it's CalWorks cuts, whether it's cuts to education programs for rehabilitation in our correctional facilities, whether it's lower deciles cuts in public schools, whether it's something like the Urban Corps. We have a theme here that's people of color and poor people. And when you realize the overall context of this budget affects poor people and people of color disproportionately when the cuts are made, if in fact, depending on what we figure out between ourselves. But I do want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to come up here. And I thank you, Madam Chair, for giving me this opportunity. I know a little long-winded right now, but it's just getting down from all the votes. So thank you very much, Madam Chair.
No, I understand and I appreciate the comments. It's not only people of color that are being so impacted, it's children and women and disabled as well. So I think we need to always keep that in mind, who is actually, in fact, being directly impacted by these proposals. Thank you, Mr. De Leon. Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Mr. Daniels, Will Daniels, Supervisor of the Conservation Corps North Bay. I'm here to represent my fellow corps members. Conservation Corps North Bay has been a huge impact in my life. Before I started CCNB, I pretty much was going down the wrong path. I lost a brother due to gang violence, and I really wish he, had this program, But I started off at CCNB Corps in 2005. Coming from San Francisco to Marin County was a total of 180 degrees in my life. Since I've been at CCNB, I've learned the ins and outs about recycling and about the environment. 2007, there was a supervisor position open for the community recycling crew. I applied for it, and here I am, the CRC supervisor. The work that I'm doing and the things that I know, I feel that I'm giving back. I really feel that there's a lot of corps members that once was in my shoes. There's a lot of at-risk youth that really need this program. If these programs are cut, then I feel that a lot of at-risk youth would be in prison and with no directions in life. So please continue to support our programs that changes lives. Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks so much for your work. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, or excuse me, good evening. My name is Mr. Rodney Dunn, and I am the recruitment coordinator for Civic Corps Schools, formerly known as East Bay Conservation Corps. To tell you a little bit about myself, I was also an at-risk youth a long time ago, and in the city of LA. And I was an ex-gang member, ex-drug dealer. But the Corps, moving to the Bay Area, the Corps has actually changed my life. I became a peace officer when I moved here to Oakland, California, and I became also the recruitment coordinator. This is my way of giving back to the community. Even though I've done a lot of wrong in my life, the second chance that I got to make something out of myself. Now, today, I work with a lot of young adults who are trying to do their best to make something out of themselves, and this, again, is my way of giving back. So thank you for having me here, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, and thanks for your work. Yes.
Hi, my name is Krishana Robertson. I'm from Oakland, California. I'm a 23-year-old single mother of two. I graduated 2003, was raised by my grandmother. I'm very happy that I was, especially when it comes to hard times. She tell you to stick in there, look towards the good times. I came here to please ask you guys not to cut our bottle bill for East Bay Conservation Corps. It is very important to the whole Corps and also to me due to the fact that I'm a single parent. I'm on my own, and there's a lot of young youth there that's getting their high school diploma, that's getting a second chance at coming in, being associative with adults, getting new training, working with the power tools and things like that. It's a very wonderful program, and please don't cut our bottle bill. It's very effective to a lot of us there, and my little girl graduated last Friday. Thank you.
That's excellent. That's very good. I know how that feels, and thank you for coming, and thanks for your work. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bruce Saito, the Executive Director of the Los Angeles Conservation Corps and Chair of the California Association of Local Conservation Corps. I couldn't say it any better than Chrisana, and I will submit to you over 100 testimonials by the young folks in back of us and also those that couldn't be here today. If we totally disagree with and do not approve of the Department of Finance's recommendations to eliminate bottle bill funding to the local conservation corps, if the recommendations were approved, 17 million bottles and cans wouldn't be recycled next year. And in less than 30 days, more than 500 folks like Chrisana, Will, and Rodney wouldn't be provided job opportunities to work in their communities like Long Beach, like Marin and North Bay, like Los Angeles, and throughout the state of California.
Thank you for your testimony. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Gina Garcia, Deputy Director of San Jose Conservation Corps. As a former Corps member, I've overcome poverty, lack of education, lack of direction. I grew up in poverty, lived through child abuse, and was a mother at age 14. I now have a bachelor's degree through direction that I got through the Corps. And when I was there in my time of need, I turned to the Corps, as many as my students are turning to the Corps today. I represent my Corps as well as all the other Corps and the Corps movement. Together, the local conservation corps serve thousands of at-risk youth every day, and without the local conservation corps, they might still be engaging in dangerous, non-productive, and destructive lifestyles and behaviors. Through our programs, Corps members learn the life skills, the work skills that put them off the streets and in the books, and empower them to become responsible citizens. With the elimination of funding to local conservation corps from the bottle bill, these Corps members, their children, their families, and ultimately society will suffer. As a responsible society, we have to offer outlets for all our citizens. For the at-risk and disadvantaged, the local conservation corps fill that critical need. It will cost far more to eliminate the funding to the LCCs in welfare, unemployment, crime, and incarceration costs. Do not allow this funding to go away from the local conservation corps.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.